Development of English literature. Perhaps the best way to start appreciating early English literature is to not think of it as literature at all. The earliest stories in English language were not written for academic study, but as an extension of the oral tradition of relating grand and fanciful tales for entertainment. These stories then were blockbuster summer movies of their day. Tales of adventure and romance with brave knights, beautiful women, horrible monsters, and mysterious spirits. Over the centuries, these stories became part of English literature, and along the way, the gripping manner in which they were told made the leap from word of mouth to the page. To study English literature from the Old English period to the Renaissance is to witness the movement from one-dimensional action stories and religious lessons to stories with more subtleties of plot and character development, and the development of language usage from simple conventions to new uses of sound and meaning. In short, this period began with the rich tradition of English literature that continues to grow today. This presentation is divided into two parts. The first one is periods, and the second one is the notable literary works. According to English literature from the Old English period through the Renaissance, Britannica, it divides the development of English literature into four periods as the Old English period, the Middle English period, the Renaissance period, and the Elizabethan and early Stuart drama. And according to A Brief History of English Literature written by Peake and Coyle, the development of English literature is divided into 16 periods, start from Old English literature until the 21st century period. And there are some notable literary works, and they are like Beowulf and Geoffrey Chaucer with the Canterbury Tales, William Shakespeare, Mary Shelley, Daniel Defoe, Jane Austen, William Wordsworth, Charles Dickens, the Bronte sisters, George Eliot, Thomas Hardy, Oscar Wilde, H. Wells, Catherine Mansfield, D.H. Lawrence, T.S. Eliot, Virginia Woolf, James Joyce, and according to the History of English Literature written by Michael Alexander, the development of English literature is divided into 5 periods. Start with the medieval Old English literature, Tudor and Stuart, Augustan and Romantic, Victorian literature, and the 20th century literature. And here are some of the notable literary works and more. And next, according to the Routledge History of Literature in English, written by Carter and McRae, the development of English literature are divided into the beginning of English, the Renaissance, Restoration to Romanticism, the Romantic period until to the 20th century. And those are some examples of the development of English literature